you want D's,
we're doing
D's.
Let's go, Pete. You got this. Let's go. I think we need to put more weight on this.
Coach Greg, and guess who I have with me today? William Lee.
King, if I could only choose 3 chest exercises for the rest of my life, they would be...
Today we're going to be doing an aesthetic upper body workout. We're going to be hitting the chest, shoulders, and arms. We have to take some pre-workout and some GO2 max. Right now I have the Hardcore Stim Peach Mango flavor. This one is a banger. It tastes exactly like, I don't know, peach mango rings. It's crazy.
And I'm doing the Peach Rings Pump. Love this. It's not a stim base. I've already had some caffeine, so I'm good. GO2 max, of course, doing 3 pills.
I'm gonna do a double scoop. I'm a caffeine addict, so.
How much caffeine do you take in a run of a day?
I take around 600 to 800 milligrams. I don't advise taking that much caffeine, but for me, I feel like without caffeine, I just cannot function. So that's me. I don't think anyone should actually take that much caffeine. Cap it at 400 milligrams and you should be good.
And so normally I do 10 or 15 minutes of cardio before I lift weights, but how about you? How's your warm-up routine?
I hate cardio. I don't do cardio. I just warm up with some light compounds.
We're gonna warm up on the bench. I'm gonna let you lead. It's your workout today. We're doing chest first.
Yes.
And so if you want D's,
we're doing
D's. That's it. All right, got a nice wide grip. Same as me, I grab on the outside rings. And so I noticed you've got a wide grip. Do you find there's a big difference between benching on the outside rings versus more narrow? Like, where do you feel it more? What's better for you? Is this the way you prefer?
For me, I like pushing more weight, so a wider grip, it's gonna allow you to actually use more and even distribution of muscle. So it's not, if you use a narrow grip, you're using a lot of triceps. But if you use a wider grip, you can incorporate the triceps, the chest, and the shoulders in a more even degree. So I like wide grip because it allows me to push more weight, and I think if you're pushing more weight, you're gonna get more gains to an extent. Greg is insane. He always has, it looks like he always has a pump. It's like raining and it's cold outside, and his veins are popping still. It's crazy. Big set. Yeah, I want to cut it a little bit short because I want to conserve some energy for our fitness challenge later. I'm super nervous for that. It's going to be insane. Just trying to make me feel good about not benching as much because the fitness challenge is coming up. I don't know if he's not trying to intimidate me, but I've seen your stuff in the past. Yeah, it's a little bit harder on this bench for sure.
That's definitely more than I can get. And I'm going to lower the weight and use the lighter weight because I'm not going to ego lift and try to keep up with him. Even though my ego wants to show off and wants to be able to bench more than him, I don't think I can. So I'm going to lighten the load and be safe. All right, and so my left arm is weaker than my right, and so what I do to make up for that is I'll grab the bar wider on the left side than in the right because I don't have the same strength. And if I grab the same distance, this arm will go up and this one will stay down. So I just lift a little bit.
That's interesting. I never thought of doing that.
right, so 5 reps, his more weight, touch and go, mine pause, both equally effective, but mine's a bit safer.
All it comes down to is mechanical tension, and I feel like as long as you feel like you're putting in hard work, you're definitely gonna be making some gains. All right, now we're gonna be doing an incline chest press. A lot of people, when you're trying to build aesthetics, they don't hit the upper chest as much as they should. Even for me, my upper chest is a lot weaker than my lower chest. So right now I'm trying to incorporate more upper chest movements so I can develop that upper chest, making it look more aesthetic.
All right, so we're doing the first warm-up set with 2 plates, getting used to it. After that, we're gonna go heavy. So he's got good control of the weight here, not too fast, keeping it in control. I like to go slower on the way down than the way up, a bit slower here, faster up.
So you like that explosive power?
Yes. Explode on the way up and control on the way down. Most people, they just kind of let it fall, or just drop it. Like to push hard, but then take your time, work the eccentric. Got it. Walk down.
Let's go, King. You got this. Let's go. Yeah. I think we need to put more weight on this. Out 3 days a week, full upper body, right?
Full body, chest, legs, everything in one day. Takes me like an hour and a half tops.
So he only works out for not even 4 hours a week, and he's maintaining all this muscle. One thing that I realized in my fitness journey is that once you build the muscle, it's a lot easier to maintain that muscle. So you don't have to actually put in as many hours in the gym to build that muscle, to maintain that muscle, because once you're a bit as big as this, it doesn't take too much to actually keep that muscle.
In general, studies will say it's about 1/3 as much volume. So if you were doing 9 sets of chest to build the chest you got, and you cut it down to 3, you could probably keep what you had.
That's insane.
So it's good to do. So work hard, get the muscles, and then you can kind of relax. As long as you put the effort in, you don't have to do as much volume when you're older. I'm seeing the strided delts as he's doing this exercise right now. Definitely, guys, ripped. Notice he's going all the way up to parallel. He's not cutting the reps short. Full range of motion here. He's taking his time on the eccentric on the way down. He's not dropping the weight. Pushing hard on the way up. And you can see this is his first set, and it still looks like a very difficult set. So I noticed you're going really heavy, like for a first set. Is there a reason for that? Is this like considered a warm-up set, or what is this?
So this is actually a working set. I don't like doing a lot of warm-up sets besides my first workout. So if I'm hitting chest, tris, and shoulders, I'll just have a warm-up set with my first exercise. And once I get the blood flowing, I don't really do any warm-up sets for any other exercises.
Yeah, and so what I'm hearing is basically we've done the bench press. We're pretty much shot now. We've done the other chest. So we're warmed up chest. My triceps are warmed up. My shoulders feel warmed up.
Yeah.
And so not as much point in doing a bunch of warm-up sets. They kind of be like junk sets, junk volume. Like we don't need it.
One more, let's go. Get it up. You got it. All right, now we're gonna hit some rear delts. I like to do them like this. I cheat my way up and try to go slowly down, controlling the eccentric. It's kind of like a cheat curl, but for your delts. So it hits both your rear delts and your lateral delts at the same time.
And so even though he's cheating here, he's going very strict on the eccentric, the lowering phase. So even though his form is not perfect, he's actually controlling the weight quite well for being this heavy.
And if you haven't tried these, your delts are gonna feel them after.
Okay, so for my delts, I love to do a superset. I do 2 sets back to back. I'm gonna start side laterals to get the side delt. And then, often neglected, the rear delts, I'm gonna bend over and continue on with the set. Most people, they already have overdeveloped anterior delts from doing a lot of pressing movements. I mean, what guy doesn't do bench presses and chest presses, dumbbell presses, and so on? But not many people remember the rear delt. You can't see it. When I look in the mirror, I don't see it. And so it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, but you can't neglect the rear delt. You don't wanna slouch forward. You wanna keep the posture upright. And so, highly recommend you give this exercise a try.
Yeah, so he's gonna do a lateral delt superset, and then he's gonna hit the rear delts as well. For me, I like doing it all in one set because it saves time, but this is also a very solid superset to hit both the lateral delts and rear delts at the same time. So now he's gonna bend over to hit the rear delts.
We haven't done the biceps at all yet, so we're gonna do a few extra sets of biceps to make up for it because my triceps are pumped, they're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some easy bar cheat curls. Those are one of my favorites. If you're just gonna do one bicep workout, I think that the easy bar cheat curls is one of the most goated workouts, especially the way that I'm gonna show.
And mine's gonna be just done with dumbbells, so you can do this at home. You don't need a lot of equipment, fancy stuff, and so stay tuned, let's get right into it.
All right, right now we're gonna do some cheat curls, easy bar cheat curls. A lot of times when I don't have time, I just like doing one set of biceps. But I like to go until absolute failure because one thing that you said that really resonated with me is that the last rep that you do is worth more, does more for your muscles than the first 10 reps. So for cheat curls, I really like working till absolute failure.
So he's going as many reps as he can, and then when he can't do any reps anymore, he's gonna rest and he's gonna do more after that to make sure that he goes beyond failure.
So I just hit failure. I'm gonna take like literally a 10-second rest, and then I'm gonna hit more reps so I can actually work past failure.
And don't be afraid to cheat a little bit here. Start the exercise strict form, but as you fatigue, you can swing it a little bit, or your partner can give you a little bit of a boost. One more. And so that last rep, that counts so much. Just think of it as mattering more than the entire set combined.
Yeah.
Really push yourself. You don't need many sets. 1 or 2 sets like that could be more than 10 normal sets in a workout.
Yes, I like to think of it as how many times you actually reach failure. In the span of one set, I've reached failure 2 times. So you're getting double the bang for the buck. And one thing I like to keep in mind is that for another $1,000, could you do another rep? And that really helps me. That really helps me get the next set in, the next rep in.
I started off super strict. Then at the end I got tired, I swung it a little bit, no big deal. Then I knew I couldn't get another rep, and then I went one arm at a time to get even more reps. And right now I'm curling the air. My arms are sore. That was way past failure. I only need to do a couple sets of that in a workout, and I'm done, that's it.
Yes, it's not about going through the motion. A lot of people, they just go through the motion. But if you're really working until absolute failure, you don't need a lot of volume, you just need that intensity.
And so there he is. Hope you enjoyed working out. Myself, William Lee, sponsored HDLT athlete. Please go and follow him for excellent training tips. Do these, train these,
You want to work these?
get these.
Do these! Yes, sir. We're doing king stuff out here, and I'm officially his son now. So I'm not just a sponsored athlete, I am his son.
We're adopting him. He's on the team.
You heard it, it's on camera. Can't take it back.